It is a 1 versus 1 between the Godde in the red with Shipyard, of course, versus in the blue. Shipyard as well, because it's izki channel. It is Stuart 98. Dark green commander for them. The Guardian for the nice little drone, which is very nice against Cutter and what do you call it? Hunter. Versus the engineer commander from Godde. Hunter for them, the blueprint. Are we going to see that? Maybe. Hunter blueprint can be quite nice. Or just in general, like ship. Yeah, Hunter is pretty nice. Yeah. A torpedo capable, underwater capable unit is quite nice as your blueprint. Early Corsair is out, but Hunter does manage to survive, run away. Maybe doesn't. Yes, it does. Okay. So we're going to have two different playstyles. We're going to have like high eco, greedy gameplay in order to get a good gambit going. Always fun. Versus just very good micro. To just nullify all of those gambits. Perfect responses. For now, seems like both are doing pretty much the same thing. A little bit greedier from Godde. No urchin in their home base. Going couple fewer titles. Going just 3 titles versus like 4 from Stuart. Doesn't really matter all that much. Going a little heavier on the titles forwards. And does have that eco up earlier than Stuart as well. Stuart seemingly going for a couple of high ground urchins. Always nice, because of course those are can't be hit by hunters. Hunters, sea wolves, they can't hit those because they are above water, or high up on the shoreline, on a hill, on a cliff. Doesn't get a range bonus because torpedo is a like cylindrical weapon type. But still, yeah, just not being able to like not getting hit by other torpedo weapons is very nice. Not as if you can just take like 10 hunters and all of a sudden it will go down. Nope. You can take an infinite number of hunters and you will still not take down the urchin. Commander over here for Godde, moving forward already. 23, 22 eco versus 22 eco. I mean, that's the thing about sea, especially with so few maxes. There isn't a whole lot of variety, at least not early on, that you can really go for. Of course, your commander pathing and all that is a bit weird, or like can be different. And over here, oh, first max is being sniped. Mariner has to go back. No defenses around it. Double hunter coming in, but are split up. So against a full HP Corsair, yep, that is one hunter soon to be gone. There it goes. And the next hunter also disappears, you would want to say, but it doesn't. Okay. Just barely hangs on there. But still, losing the Mariner, already expensive, 200 cost. Of course, losing out on the additional eco also hurts. But important to note on this map as well, look at this 600 reclaim. Neither player has gone for it. I find that a little interesting, especially early on. 600 additional reclaim, all in a tight field, so quite easy to get all of it. Is, well, generally quite nice to have. I mean, early on you don't have that much total value, so getting an additional 600 early is very, very nice. That's like 20 seconds worth of your total eco. But yeah, Godde, even though commander is not doing a whole lot, not going for it. Stuart's commander is not going for it either, just going for another urchin on a spire. But yeah. Total metal produced right now, yeah, 4700 for Godde, slightly ahead in eco. But even just with that 600 additional, you would still have like 10% more. Compared to the gap you have now, 200 compared to your enemy. Getting an additional 600 would be very nice. Over here, good fight, you would hope, for Godde. Not really broadsiding with those Corsair all that well for Stuart. So 300 more reclaim on the field. Not really being taken by either player. Also nice, mariner, insane range for a mobile constructor. So yeah, just through the mountain, build the urchin, and all of a sudden, yeah, the reclaim is pretty secure for you until they get up envoys, mistrals, things like that. They're not going to be taking away that urchin anytime soon. And now indeed, Stuart going for a disabled max is like having a dead one. Hold on. Yes, but like, do they have one disabled? There is a difference between like a Thrixie max and a disabled max, or is it just a general comment of like, let me disable a max? I mean, it also died. Oh, okay. Apparently it was a rated max. Okay, sure. I didn't see it. Stuart already going for the macro play. Going for the overdrive grid. Not overdriving more than Godde though. Actually a little bit less when I looked at the overdrive. Yeah, it did. Just that this arm cut his metal sooner. Yes. This arm works for metal extractors as well. Yes. Does that surprise you? What? That's just like, yeah, a stunned metal extractor doesn't generate any metal either. I don't get what they're getting at. I don't get what they're getting at. Anyways, over there, metal extractor should be cleaned up soon. Radar already gone, loaders as well. And there goes the max. And wow. You mean wow because of such an early envoy? Or wow because of something else? Here comes the big guns. Merker! Oh no. Hold on. It's Sweden against the Merker. And yet it is Merker with the smaller guns. Nah. Stuart can't have that. Shouldn't be able to have that. Yeah, alright. So, Stuart is coming in with the Mistrals. So the skirmishes. Skirmishes. Nice against the urchins. And as long as they keep moving, do not get destroyed by the envoys. But hey, they don't always keep moving, and then they are way outranged, and good envoy splash damage does generally take down quite a couple of mistrals throughout the game. Not sure what their AoE is technically, but it's like quite a lot, right? Oh, 48 only. I guess it's just that because it fires 2 bullets, it feels like it's bigger AoE. I guess that's it. And it does do a lot of damage. It really is. The big guns. But hey, it is 1200 metal. It's worth more than a lance. So it better have big guns, big range, a lot of damage. At least the reload time is a lot better than lance is. 7.3 seconds. This is like 23 from lance. I think Stuart would have won if he spammed Hunter after seeing the envoy. Maybe. There are a couple of urchins nearby. Quite a lot of hunters from Godde as well. Maybe earlier on, when the envoy was just coming out, there weren't that many. But that switch up would have needed to happen like immediately. So I don't think I can really blame like Stuart for that. I mean, it's very difficult to just make that split second decision call. Maybe it would have won you the game if you just managed to destroy the envoy. But for now, it hasn't made cost, so it has not been that significant. And of course, second envoy. Always nice to have, right? If you have one envoy, why not go for second envoy? More big guns is better. And are you also going for sea wolves or something like that? No, for now you're not. Would have been an interesting call as well. Would have definitely been nice against the envoys. Not so much against the hunters. But Stuart still way ahead in terms of map control. Godde only has like a tiny little area. Like 1/3 of the map maybe, in terms of metal extractors. Eco 80 energy, 33 energy for Godde. Way outmatched there as well. So I do not see, unless a lot of reclaim, unless Godde gets a lot of reclaim and the envoys start making cost, I don't really see how Godde is going to hold on and fight back. As they also said, yeah, envoy, pretty nice against medium sized ships. Envoy bullets, not the fastest things in the world, but not that slow either, and especially close up. Yeah, good luck dodging. Parry this. And all that, right? Yeah. 1200 burst damage. I don't think... Yeah, Corsair is technically able to soak one volley, but is very easily cleaned up by like Hunter after that. 2 Hunter shots and it is gone. Godde is at least taking advantage of all of the reclaim that's on the field. A couple of Mariners are certainly going for it. Single one from Stuart, no, 2 Mariners from Stuart as well though. So Godde is not getting all of it. Over here, Commander, would it be interesting to just try and like sneak around, at least destroy a little bit here with like single Mistral, stay out of range of the 2 little urchins, and like pick off all of those titles? Maybe, maybe not. Just because, well, it's quite easy for Godde to just send a couple of units that way to clean it up. And there they come. No one expects the Archer Inquisition, was the comment Stuart left under this game. At least I'm pretty sure it was Stuart. And Stuart is certainly being more creative. LMFAO Godde 1, Envoy OP. Envoy is strong, for sure. I mean, compared to other artillery pieces, 2600. And WTF, yeah, no one expects it, right? That's why the WTF is there. Yeah, 2600 HP on the Envoy. That's almost as much... No, that is more HP than certain assaults have. Hermit, of course, with like 1650 HP these days. So. If alles Nani, WTF. Alright. No lobster with it though. I do wonder about that one. It is in radar shadow. Once submerged, of course, you do not show up on radar. So, unless Godde has like amazing skills and like perception of like the army there, we'll Godde see it. Yet, there are 2 chances. Here, when they enter the water, it's on the radar. And of course here as well. Technically, it would have been possible. Did they spot it? Yes, they did, because Godde is a god. They did indeed spot the units. Do they know, or at least imagine how many it is? How many archers there are? Probably not. Archers though, not really that mobile when shooting from the water, because they first have to drop, then they can walk again. So it is a bit of a slow Inquisition, but that factory is gone. Shallow water, so now they can even just stick their head out of water. So don't even have that penalty where they are slowed down. But yeah, factory gone just like that. Good AoE on the archer shots as well. All of the hunters gone. Having to pull back quite a lot of forces. Having to build back the shipyard. And envoys. Entire army value. Envoy plus 3. Corsairs. Big fail. Surprise! But yeah, certainly more creative, as they already said. Godde's base gone. 3 more maxes lost. They have eco through like 60 reclaim right now, because of how many mariners they have spammed. Shipyard is back up and running. Maybe there is a chance. I don't think so. If we just purely look at like value, that's like 3000 more value for Stuart still. In terms of army value, it's a lot closer. But especially with like reclaiming 20 or 60 metal per second, 1600 reclaim is gone pretty quickly as well. Corsair could just move in here. Currently no urchins in range. There will be one now. And oh no, the legendary course envoy has been cleaned up. Not sure how much cost it has made, but like definitely that did a lot of damage. And oh no, Godde made the GG ship Because if you build Siren in a 1v1, it is GG. At least that is what they said a while ago. Not Godde, but like, I believe it was Stuart? I believe it was Stuart who said like, Siren in 1v1, that is a GG. Well, it seems like Godde is going all in on Siren. For now. Double Siren out, third one coming in, and indeed all in, on repeat even. Godde raging, that's how you know he's winning. Is Godde winning? No, Stuart is winning. Load of buoys coming in, slowing down the urchins, killing the urchins. Good HP on buoy, of course. So yeah, even urchin doesn't deal with buoy all that quickly. Would be nice to just see a lobster with all of those scallops. Underwater they're even more disappointing than normal scallops. But being shot away. The kickback from the like siren weapon. Too much. Also like, come on, yeah, there you go. That's a little bit annoying, I will say. Siren in range. If you look at the range indicator. And yet it didn't actually shoot at the scallops. And GG is called. Both sides, and it's a GG. Stuart wins. Especially for a naval battle, a very fun one it was. No one expects the Archer Inquisition, but that's just why it works.